Hello everybody, and welcome to Chef on the Boat, where I'll show you how to create large flavors in small spaces. Today we'll be making prime rib, but we'll be cooking it sous vide and then finishing it very quickly in the oven for a wonderful crust. The reason I love to cook sous vide is because it guarantees the perfect temperature every time. So let's head to the boat and get started. At its most simple, all prime rib needs is kosher salt and coarse ground black pepper. This lets the meat really shine. But before we get there, we need to plan ahead and liberally coat the meat with coarse kosher salt and let it sit for a minimum of 4 hours in the fridge, but ideally overnight. This does two things. One, it draws the moisture out of the surface to help produce a fantastic crust, and two, it helps season the meat deep inside. Remember, salt used correctly is a great flavor enhancer. Well, good morning. It's time to start cooking this sous vide. Before I do that though, I'm going to coat it with a little kosher salt, but mostly coarse ground black pepper. Okay, let's vacuum seal this. And into the sous vide it goes. Because this is a smallish piece, I'm going to cook it for 6 hours. I'm also going to add a weight on it here to make sure it stays submerged. Alright, it's been 6 hours and it's time to pull this out. This is going to be so good. I'll save the juice in the bag here because that will be the basis of my gravy. Now before I finish it in the oven, the most important step is to pat the meat dry. This ensures it develops a great crust. Now it's time for the rub before it goes into the oven. Today I'll be using just a very simple coarse kosher salt with coarse ground black pepper. Okay, the stove has been preheated to 500 degrees and we'll quickly roast this for about 10 minutes. Oh, that smells delicious. Because it was only in the oven for a short period of time, it doesn't have to rest very long. 10 minutes will do. Look at that, a beautiful medium rare. This is why I love cooking sous vide, because I can get the perfect temperature every time. If you like this recipe and video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Until next time, bon appetit.